Clock's running out. It's time for Taylor's timeout. Coach Taylor Winslet is keeping you up to date on what's happening in sports. Now let's get right into the action.
Hey guys, my name is Taylor Winslet and welcome to Taylor's Timeout, a quick sports update from right here at Vol State. The NFL offseason is in full swing and talents are changing teams across the league. Teams are now shifting their focus towards the draft coming up at the end of April as hopeful draftees are starting their pre-draft workouts. All-time NFL passing leader Drew Brees officially retired earlier in the offseason after a 20-year career. Arguably the biggest news currently is the controversy surrounding Texans quarterback Desean Watson, with 3 new lawsuits claiming he's deleting Instagram messages as well as contacting women in an attempt to settle. That now brings the total to 19 sexual assault and inappropriate conduct lawsuits. Watson still denies the allegations, and his lawyer believes that they have evidence that disproves one while bringing the believability of the others into question. With spring training all but over, teams have named their opening day rosters and are currently ready to start the grind that is the MLB regular season. Big names like Francisco Lindor and Nolan Arenado are getting accustomed to their new teams, and the Los Angeles Dodgers are looking to repeat as champions after acquiring last year's NL Cy Young winner Trevor Bauer. Another big name returning is Baltimore Orioles slugger Trey Mancini, who has looked very good in spring after not being able to play last season due to a battle with cancer, which is thankfully in remission, so the entire league is ready to see him step back into the batter's box. Something I was just introduced to last year before the pandemic canceled the season was college baseball. I'd never really watched it before, but after watching Vanderbilt win the 2019 College World Series, I decided that I'd start watching. Unfortunately, we all know what happened last year, but this season has been electric. The SEC is completely dominating, taking the top 3 spots in the top 25, while also having 7 total after LSU dropped out this week. Conference play is entering its 3rd weekend, but the first 2 have already given us enough excitement. Vanderbilt pitcher Jack Leiter, son of 2-time MLB All-Star Al Leiter, has had an absurd last 2 starts. He threw a no-hitter on March 20th, missing a perfect game by walking the leadoff hitter. Then he followed that up by no-hitting his next opponent through 7 innings, but was pulled due to his pitch count. Another exciting story came from the Tennessee-LSU series this past weekend. Due to the storm Saturday night, the game was paused in the 8th inning to be finished the next day. After resuming play on Sunday, Tennessee tied it up and eventually hit a walk-off home run in the 11th inning. The second game of the day was only scheduled to go 7 innings, but was tied 2-2 and would go 1 more, resulting in a second walk-off hit in the same day for the Vols. The NBA season is officially entered its second half now that the trade deadline has passed. It was a fairly uneventful deadline, other than the Magic deciding to blow it up and trade away everyone with value, and Miami taking a gamble on Victor Oladipo finding his past success. Hornets star rookie LaMelo Ball might be out for the rest of the season after injuring and having surgery on his right wrist. March Madness has been especially crazy this year. This is the first time in a long while that both Duke and Kentucky have missed the tourney, and it might be for the best. So many teams that wouldn't normally make it have made names for themselves, and there have been upsets galore through the first 3 rounds. Gonzaga is still the favorite to win it all and complete their undefeated season, but that hasn't happened in 45 years. On the men's side of things, that is. In the NHL, the trade deadline is readily approaching and the playoff picture is slowly becoming clear. One team that definitely isn't making the playoffs is the Buffalo Sabres. After trying to go all in signing Taylor Hall to pair with Jack Eichel, the season has been a disaster as they've just tied the league record for consecutive losses at 18 in a row. Elsewhere in the league, referee Tim Peel was caught on a hot mic during last week's Nashville-Detroit game, saying he, quote, wanted to give Nashville a penalty early. This didn't sit well with the league and Peel was fired the next day. That's all I've got for you today. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll catch you next time.
You've been tuned in to Taylor's Timeout. Be sure to subscribe so you won't miss out on the next one.